Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sara. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
And today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's. Also brought to you by Dubois Electric, building lasting relationships since 1967. From homes to businesses, their licensed, fully trained technicians handle it all. Repairs, upgrades, standby generators, EV chargers, heat pumps, and more. No job is too big and no job is too small. Learn more at duboiselectric.com.
And today, we have the pleasure of being joined in studio by the owner of Gutter Brothers, Corey Binette. Corey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Excellent. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm not sure why you brought Tim Rucker into the studio with us, but Tim's here for some reason as well.
It's always a good time.
Just followed him in like the dogs out there.
You did. We're going to talk to Corey all about Gutter Brothers and a whole lot more coming up here in just a bit. But before we get there, let's take a look at some headlines for Thursday, April 23rd.
The Lewiston School Board voted unanimously to approve its proposed $130 million budget. The budget for this year is an 8% increase over the current budget and will eliminate 26 positions, including teachers who support social and emotional learning, math and literacy coaches, and technology specialists.
Governor Mills signed a budget provision that expands Maine's free school meals program. Mills signed legislation in 2021 that provides free school breakfast and lunch to all students in Maine public schools. The provision takes effect for the 2026-27 school year. Advocates estimate that free school meals can save families up to $160 per month per child.
Senator Susan Collins received the Bryce Harlow Award, which is given to a public official who, quote, fosters understanding, trust, respect, and cooperation between the business and government sectors, has benefited the country as a whole through sound public policy.
And after 25 years of service, the Lewiston Fire Department announced the retirement of Private Billy Bergeron. According to the LFD, Billy's hard work, sense of humor, and guitar playing will be missed by all. They congratulate him on this accomplishment and wish him the very best in his well-earned retirement. Now it's time for the weather.
Oh, the weather. Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love. Today's weather is a mixture of sun and clouds with a high of 53 and a low of 34. Cloudy tomorrow with a high of 49 and a low of 33. And hey, sunny on Saturday with highs in the mid-50s. I will take it.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Anything but snow and ice.
Right?
We've had to scrape off our windshields a couple of days this week, right?
It's been weird.
In sports, the Red Sox suck. They lost to the Yankees 4-1. They've lost 2 in a row, and they'll go for 3 tonight at 6 p.m. in Boston. They hurt me, Sarah, so I have to lash out.
You're very angry at them. Really angry. I get it. Did you watch the Bruins game? Not last night, but the night before?
I did.
They were very angry.
They were.
So much fighting.
It's an angry series right there.
So much fighting. Like, the refs had to be like, all right, you guys.
They had guys piled on each other in the penalty boxes.
It was reprimand
awesome.
After reprimand, and they're at it again. The Bruins and the Buffalo Sabres are tied 1-1 in their best-of-7 playoff series, and Game 3 is tonight at 7 in Boston. Thank goodness.
Yes. You going to be watching that one, Corey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Playoff hockey, there is nothing like it.
I am personally offended by the Sabres fans. They are so mean.
Wait till you see the Boston fans tonight.
Yeah, but we're funny.
Yeah, funny and mean.
We're funny mean.
Right.
They're just downright mean.
Yeah. So the Sox game starts at 6. That means I'm going to have to watch an hour of the Red Sox before the
Oh!
It's torture. The Celtics visit the Philadelphia 76ers tomorrow night for Game 3 of their best-of-7 playoff series. They are tied at 1 game apiece.
The NFL draft begins tonight. The Patriots have the 31st pick in the first round.
I think with the 31st pick, the Patriots are going to select a marriage counselor for Mike Vrabel.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Maybe not. Who knows?
That might be a waste of a pick.
Central Maine Community College softball will visit UMaine Augusta for a doubleheader this afternoon. First pitches are scheduled for 4 and 6 p.m.
On our high school scoreboard in baseball, it was Lisbon over Madison 7-3, Meskalonsky beating Edward Little 4-3, and Monmouth Academy shutting out Oak Hill 10-0.
In softball, it was Edward Little trouncing Messalonsky 11-0. Lisbon shut down Madison 12-0, and Monmouth beat Oak Hill 11-1.
And in boys lacrosse, it was Gardner over Levitt 14-9, and Mount Blue beat Lewiston by 1 point, and the score was 9-8.
And that is your news, weather, and sports. And right now, it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for April the 23rd. We're going to start off with John Oliver, who is 49 years old today. You know him as the host of Last Week Tonight with John Oliver on HBO. Started his career as a stand-up comedian. Then he went on to work for The Daily Show with Jon Stewart from 2006 to 2013. And he's also done some voice work for The Smurfs, Smurfs 2, The Smurfs 3, Electric Boogaloo, and the Lion King remake.
Hey, that's neat.
Yeah. John Cena, 49 years old today.
The wrestler?
The wrestler. He's also a rapper
Oh, man.
and an actor.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's done it all. He's best known for his wrestling career, which has spanned 25 years, from 2001 to 2025. Wow. And he's also a 17-time world champion. John's run as a face, which is what they call a good guy in the biz.
Oh.
From 2003 to 2025 was the longest continuous portrayal of a heroic character in WWE history.
When we were little kids and my dad would watch wrestling, my mom would call it his soap operas.
Yeah. It's
Dad's watching
it's
his
a soap opera.
operas.
Yeah, for dudes mostly.
I love that.
Yeah. He's also done some acting. He was in Trainwreck with Amy Schumer. He was in The Suicide Squad and The Marine, and some other films as well. But I think most notably, he's known for his charity work. He has granted over 650 wishes for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is the most in the organization's history. Valerie Bertinelli is 66 years old today. She played Barbara on One Day at a Time from 1975 to 84. And she also starred as the title character in Sydney in 1990.
Wasn't she also in Hot in Cleveland?
She sure was.
Yeah, Betty White. Yeah,
Hot in Cleveland and Touched by an Angel.
Oh, yeah.
And now she hosts several programs for the Food Network. Joyce DeWitt, 77 years old today. She played Janet on Three's Company.
Oh.
That show ran from 77 to 84.
She was the smart one.
She was the smart one.
But also she was so gorgeous. But how can you compete with Suzanne Summers? Right?
Yes, especially when they made her jump up and down like every episode.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Can't imagine.
Who knows? And rounding out FPBs for April the 23rd is Harvey Lee Yeary.
Who's that?
That is Lee Majors.
Oh.
Yes, he is 87 years old today. You know him as the $6 Million Man. Steve Austin. That show ran from 73 to 78, and Lee also played Colt Seavers
In the Fall Guy.
in The Fall Guy from
I loved that show.
81 to 86.
Yeah.
There you go. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. That's right, Corey. That just happened. On this day. This is a low-budget show. I don't know if you noticed, but we have
Production on that song was extremely expensive. I don't know what Mark is talking about.
the singer alone.
I know.
Hundreds
Jeez.
of thousands of dollars.
Yeah. 21 years ago on this day in 2005, the very first YouTube video was posted. It was a clip of one of the co-founders standing in front of elephants at the San Diego Zoo.
Aw,
That's fun, right?
Yeah.
It all turned into weird stuff from there.
Weird, wild
Weird
stuff.
stuff. 28 years ago in 1998, James Earl Ray, the man who assassinated Martin Luther King Jr., died in prison at the age of 70, although at the time of his death, the King family was convinced of his innocence and thought he'd been set up.
No.
I know. Conspiracy
A
theory.
government conspiracy?
I know.
I don't get it.
31 years ago in 1995, the great Howard Cosell died in New York at the age of 77.
Absolute legend. I can't drive past that statue of Muhammad Ali without thinking of Howard Cosell.
Oh,
They had so many great interviews together.
yeah.
They made each other better.
Oh. 37 years ago in 1989, with the first pick of the NFL draft, the Dallas Cowboys selected UCLA quarterback Troy Aikman. Whoop, whoop. He led them to 3 Super Bowls and played for the Cowboys until he retired in 2000.
You big Troy fan?
I like Troy.
All right.
Yeah. I remember when the Cowboys were really good.
Yeah.
It was like a time when
It was,
actually
yeah, you
watching
must have been like 12 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a long time ago.
It was a
when
long
the Cowboys were good.
time ago.
It was.
It was. It really was. 41 years ago in 1985, Coca-Cola announced it was changing the secret flavor formula for Coke and introduced New Coke, which people hated
With a passion.
so much. Controversy ensued. The company quickly pivoted and reintroduced Coca-Cola Classic, and then they dropped the word classic in 2009, and now it's just Coca-Cola.
That's got to be like one of the worst marketing decisions
It
in
was
history.
such a terrible idea. That and Clear Pepsi.
But did Clear Pepsi replace regular
No,
Coke?
I don't think it- no, it
But this was, New Coke was designed to
Yeah.
replace Classic Coke.
Yeah. 55 years ago in 1971, the Rolling Stones released their Sticky Fingers album with Brown Sugar, Can't You Hear Me Knocking, and Wild Horses.
Classic.
Classic. 62 years ago in 1964, Ken Johnson of the Houston Colts 45s became the first pitcher to throw a no-hitter and lose the game. The Colt 45s lost 1-0 to the Cincinnati Reds on an error in the 9th inning. 72 years ago in 1954, Hank Aaron hit the first home run of his career.
Home run king.
How many after that, I wonder?
Yeah, 754. if my memory serves.
That's amazing.
Get Barry Bonds.
112 years ago in 1914, Wrigley Field opened in Chicago. Their first game. Wait, I said it wrong. Chicago. The first team was the Chicago Whales in the now defunct Federal League, and the Cubs played their first game there 2 years later, shortly after the Whales folded.
Aw,
Cubs.
the Whales need to make a comeback.
Yeah. When there's no whales in Chicago. It's just lakes.
True that.
And lastly, 410 years ago, in the year 1616, William Shakespeare died on his 52nd birthday.
One of my favorite musical composers.
He wrote some sonnets, but I think you might be confused.
Oh. Did he write Les Miserables?
Yes.
He did?
Yes.
That's what,
Yeah.
that's also my favorite. I love it. All right. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for April the 23rd.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
Now, we shift focus fully to our guest in studio, owner of Gutter Brothers, Corey Binette. Corey, let's start here. What can you tell us about Gutter Brothers, and when did it all begin?
We started about 10 years ago. We had worked for a company for the better part of a decade, me and my brother, and just, mastered the trade and decided to venture out on our own, starting our business. And it's taken off quite well since then. We service 100-mile radius of green area, maybe sometimes a little bit further than that, and try and deliver the best possible product that we can to all of our customers.
I love stories like this because you and your brother took a huge risk.
Yes.
Right? You were working for a company, you had that security.
Yes.
And then you decided, let's go out on our own. Had you had any entrepreneurial experience before then?
None.
None.
No,
Did your
Took a
brother?
leap.
no,
No.
no. We
So
are.
tell us about that.
Yeah.
We're tradesmen. That's
Yeah.
what we've done pretty much our whole lives, and so learning that end of things has been, quite the adjustment from what I know to what I know now is quite different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite an adjustment, but it was worth it, and I definitely would do it again in a heartbeat.
What are some of the things that surprised you about owning your own business that maybe you didn't see coming?
Well, I thought I would work less.
Oh, you're so funny. Really?
Boy, was I wrong. Yeah. I work much more, but the reward is better. It's more gratifying to do it for yourself, and it's a good feeling to be able to provide for your family doing something that you love each and every day for yourself.
Yeah.
It's yours start to finish,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Do you and your brother have the same skill set?
Yeah, so we kind of break it up. He's the lead installer. He does that end of things mostly, and I kind of handle the business end of things. We had to kind of divide and conquer. We both used to do the installs back when we first started, but it became too much. I was working from 5 in the morning till 11 at night every day, and it was just too much.
You can't keep that up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
Well, and then when do you get the details done? The installations happen, but how do you get the invoicing done
Exactly.
and all of that? You gotta
That
have-
was when I got home, till I went to bed, basically. And then I had two children, and things had to change. So,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Taking on the business aspect, that had to be a huge leap for you as well, right?
Oh, majorly. Yeah. Like I said, I grew up a tradesman, so I did not have, the business end of things in my mind and the skills. So I had to, adapt and overcome and learn that as I went. And I think I've done a pretty decent job so far.
I would
You're
think
still
so.
here
You're
10
in
years
business.
later. Yeah.
Still kicking.
Yeah, still killing it.
Do you employ other people now after?
I do. Yeah, we're a small company. We kind of prefer it that way. It's never been our dream to grow to multiple trucks, and I think it's better if we stay small. I mean, we can keep our quality where it belongs, where it should be, and I think that's where we like to live, right there. So we just, it's me and two other guys. So me, my brother, and one other guy, and we plan to pretty much stay there.
It's a sweet spot.
Yeah, I think so. I've witnessed firsthand businesses grow beyond control and end up back where they started, and wish they never went down that path. And I'm hoping to just avoid that altogether.
Yeah.
And it's not to say we don't have the work to do it. It's just we prefer to stay where we are.
I'm curious, too, how you learned the business side. I mean, are you watching YouTube videos? Are you going to classes? How did it all come together?
It's like jumping into a pool not knowing how to swim. You just kind of figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah. I've watched a little bit of YouTube. Not really where I learned the business end of things. Just kind of trying to pick up tricks on how to manage time, that type of stuff, better software, things like that. But other than that, I've never really, a little bit of Google research, but I've just kind of done firsthand what I thought was the best approach.
Really digging in and figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. There's no
brave.
There's
No,
no
it's
major
brave.
secret. There's
Yeah.
no
No shortcuts either.
Well-
no, I just kind of did what I thought was the right move at the time, and kind of figured it out along the way, and changed certain things and adapted to each new challenge.
Well, and I think recognizing what your boundaries are, like your mindset of this is as far into growth as we want to go,
Yeah.
and knowing that that's what you can handle and what you and your brother and your other employee can maintain in that little bubble, and being happy and comfortable with it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's smart.
When did you get into the trades?
Close to 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always gutters, or what sort of trades were you in?
Yeah, pretty much always gutters. Yeah, I've done some carpentry work and some, metal, aluminum, fascia work and that type of stuff. So all of that kind of works hand in hand with what we do. But yeah, pretty much started out with gutters.
And things have changed, I'm sure, a lot over the course of 20 years.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, big time.
Corey, why is it important for homeowners to have a gutter system installed on their house?
Because water is very damaging to your property in many, many ways. It can infiltrate and ruin your basements. It can ruin your fascia boards. It can pretty much ruin the biggest investment that I think that most people make in their lives, or at least one of. And so it's very important to protect that investment, and it's best to do it right off the bat. So if you're buying a new home or you're building a new home, it's better to get it done now so you don't have to worry about those issues that could come later. So,
Do you work just on new construction, or do you retrofit like older buildings?
we retrofit older buildings all the time.
I've heard that when people are buying homes and they have to cut costs, or building homes and they have to cut costs, the gutters are usually the first things to go.
You're not wrong. Yeah, a lot of people do that, and then we get the call later on.
It still needs to be done.
Yes.
Why is my foundation cracking?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Why is my front yard flooded?
Exactly.
What kind of technological advances in the gutter industry have you seen throughout your 2 decades?
So there's all sorts of new machines coming out to better form the gutters. Smart machines they're calling them. I don't necessarily like that. I think sometimes you can overcomplicate what should be just a simple process. So more technology sometimes can glitch or fail. So we kind of stick to the roots, to what we know, the more mechanical end of things, where it's going to work. But there are all sorts of new products and stuff coming out, but it's all pretty similar to what it was back when roll forming started. So
Seamless gutters. Like, this is blowing my mind.
yeah,
I've got maybe 25 feet of gutter, and there's a knuckle in the middle of it. I don't have to have that drip on
do
top
not.
of my stairs.
do not.
Let's talk about that.
It's funny. It does. Those seamed gutters. They do always seem to put a seam right over every door.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just seems to be how it falls. But yeah, you can definitely get rid of that with a seamless gutter for sure.
I might give you a call. It's a very small project.
We're happy to take them all, small or big.
Whenever we have a tradesperson on the show, we always love to hear stories about homeowners or clients that are perhaps problematic, or the ones that as soon as you show up at the work site, they set up a lawn chair and they just watch you all day long. Have you had that happen?
We may or may not have. I love
names,
each
no
and-
names.
each and every one of my clients. So I'm not going to badmouth them, but there are people that are very curious about what we do. So I don't blame them for wanting to post up a
Sure.
lawn chair and crack a beer. But
yeah.
Are they talking to you the whole time?
that's when it becomes difficult to do our job. Yeah, we love the questions, but maybe keep them to the beginning and the end of the install, so we can get done what we are hired to do.
Right. Have you ever encountered a project where you're going in to kind of correct something that was not done correctly the first time?
All the time.
What's the worst you've ever seen? All the time scares me.
Yeah, there's a lot. The worst that I've ever seen was actually pretty recent here, where we went to the historical district of Bath to remove some old wooden gutters and correct some fascia rot and stuff, and the outside of the building was actually energized with 120 volts. The whole exterior wall. They had old knob and tube wiring throughout the whole house, which apparently is somehow energizing the front wall as well as interior walls and stuff. So we were able to figure that out, let the homeowner know, and get an electrician on site to hopefully. They made it safe for her, but they got to redo all that wiring in there.
I wonder how she has been going about her day, not knowing she had not
I
been
felt terrible delivering the news, but also relieved that it was
Yeah, that's
caught before
dangerous.
someone got seriously injured. So
Wow.
yeah, that would be the top one that I've corrected, I think. And then that's not to say that it was a bad install that we were correcting. That's just one example that sticks out in my mind big time.
How old would those wooden gutters be?
Oh, it's hard to say.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 30, 40 years old, roughly.
I didn't even, yeah.
Yeah.
How? I didn't even know
That's
people
how they
did
used to do it. Yeah.
that. Neat.
It's pretty cool.
Well, then you don't get to pick your color.
No,
And now you can pick any color.
I guess you could pick your color because you paint
You
them
just
the
paint
color
it.
that- Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Corey, how often should gutters be cleaned?
That is very situational. It depends on where you're located. If you're out in the middle of a field with no trees around, probably not very often, if at all. If you have a camp that's underneath a ton of pine trees, you might be cleaning them 4 to 5 times a season.
Yep.
So it's there's no one answer for each home.
Right. What about the covers?
We do
you
carry them.
recommend
I do
those?
recommend them, especially in areas with high pine trees that overhang the house and that type of stuff. There is a common misconception with those gutter guards. It doesn't matter what type of gutter guard's on the market, you are still going to have to maintain it.
Right.
It will drastically cut down your maintenance, but it does not end it. There's many companies out there, national ones specifically, that like to run their commercials that will say that you'll never have to clean them again. That's just not the truth. So just, customers should be wary of that and understand that just like anything with a house, there is always going to be maintenance.
Especially here in the state of Maine.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Does winter wreak havoc on gutter systems?
If they're installed improperly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, no. Snow and ice is always going to be a thing that we deal with here in Maine, so
Yeah.
there's really no way to completely prevent that. You can do heating elements throughout the gutters, which will help, but it doesn't eliminate the ice. Another common misconception about heat cables. We live in Maine, so as long as you understand that, and approach things with an open mind, then you'll be fine.
Well said. We live in Maine, everybody. It's going to suck.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to suck in the winter.
No matter how you do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you're new to Maine, you don't understand it, you will soon. And if you're
Enjoy your summer,
yeah,
sucker.
it's short.
Your 6 weeks of summer.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
Corey, anything else about gutters themselves that you would like our listeners to know?
Definitely do seamless. If you do not want to hire a professional to install them and you're more of a DIYer, then we do also offer material delivery. So you can still get the best of the best for materials, but do the install yourself. There's a lot of people who like to DIY, and I'm one of them. So I definitely understand that mindset. So we do offer that service to our customers as well.
What is the best material for gutters?
Aluminum, seamless aluminum, in my opinion, is the best. We can shoot you out any length of gutter. We've done a 236-foot gutter in one stretch, and it's thick, it's solid, it's going to last, it's not going to break down. So I do believe that seamless aluminum is the best.
I need to call you guys.
Sarah's going to be in touch shortly after the
Sounds
show.
good. We look forward
Literally a 25-foot span. Like
to it. We can take care of it.
maybe not even.
There you go.
It should be so easy.
It's a great job for you. You get so many hookups with the trades
I know.
here.
I got a new electrician. I got a new plumber. I got a new heating guy. Now I got a gutter guy.
There you go. Last question for you, Corey. What would your advice be to aspiring entrepreneurs?
Oh.
Just jump in. Just go for it. If you're concerned or worried, you're always going to have those worries and concerns, and then you're going to get new ones. So just tackle it and go for it and figure it out.
Be brave.
Yeah, you have to be brave, and that's why not everyone's cut out to do it, but at least you'll know if you are or not.
Can they call you for advice?
No.
No, but they can call. They can call the Chamber of Commerce.
They can, yeah.
Yeah, they absolutely can.
How can folks get in touch with you, and how can they learn more online about Gutter Brothers?
You can call us at 207-240-4048, or the easiest way to learn about us would be to visit our website, gutterbrothersmaine.com. Read up about us, and there's a form that you can fill out if you're interested in getting a quote once you do that. That would be the best way to get information on our company, is to visit our website.
And you can find them in the monthly issue of Uncle Andy's Digest.
That's
That
right.
is
And
right.
online,
And online.
as well.
And fantastic website, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
great.
great job. Very easy to navigate. Love the photos. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of great stuff.
I love a website that has a gallery.
Yes.
I want to
Show
see.
your work.
I want to see your work.
Yeah, and
Those
another
are good.
place to see a lot of our work, we post daily or weekly to our Facebook page. That is
Nice.
also linked to our website, so you should have a feed on the website for our Facebook page that shows our weekly projects and stuff like that.
Oh, neat.
Has Tim ever showed up at one of your job sites trying to do an out and about photo shoot while you're up on a ladder?
Not yet, but we're looking forward to it.
Go, Tim.
It happens. Yeah.
It's on my agenda.
It's on
As
the
long as it's not at 7 in the morning,
Just-
okay?
Please, Corey, keep him off of the ladders.
Absolutely.
Please.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm in my 60s now. Ladders and I just don't mix.
Nobody wants that.
No, we can keep my brother and Scott up there.
There we go. Yeah.
Uncle Andy's Digest is turning 30, and you're invited to celebrate with us. Join us Friday, May 22nd from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn Auburn Riverwatch for a night of celebration. For 3 decades, Uncle Andy's Digest has been Central Maine's community-focused monthly advertising publication, connecting local businesses with loyal readers. Enjoy 90s music from Palo Entertainment, hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, in recognition of our longest-running advertisers, and much more. Find all the details in the latest issue of Uncle Andy's and on Facebook. We can't wait to see you there.
All right, Corey, we'd like to close out the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions, where Sara and I will ask you questions that have nothing to do with the gutter industry. We're just trying to get to know you a little better as a member of our community.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Sound good?
Sounds scary.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Nah, it's going to be fun.
It'll be fun.
Okay.
All right, Corey, we'll start off with a softball here. What is your favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
With my family. We like to go camping, hang out on the boat. Pretty much just anything with my family.
All right.
Yep. Like to fish, hunt, do all that stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the right state for it, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Assuming that this was not your dream, but that your dream was to, in fact, be the mascot of a sports team for the rest of your life.
Oh, boy.
What mascot would you choose to be and why?
The Boston Bruins.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a bear, for one. So and also go Boston Bruins.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Because go Bees.
You must have seen those commercials with the big bear mascot when the guy's there with his girlfriend and the Canadians.
Oh yeah.
It's just like so
Love
funny.
those spots.
So funny.
So are you a Bruins fan first and foremost above all else?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ah, hooray.
Corey, if you could attend any Bruins game in history and have the best seats in the house, what game are you going to see and why?
I would say that iconic game with Bobby Orr. If I was to watch any one, if I could be in any seat as close as possible to that, the statue there.
Yeah. That's got to be the coolest moment in hockey.
It has to be, yeah.
One of the coolest moments in all of sports,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I think that would be the one.
The goal to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of him flying through the air.
Yeah.
Right after
pretty
scoring
cool.
that
Yeah.
goal. Are you
That-
kidding me?
That would probably be the one. I
Yeah.
just was trying to rack my brain and see if there was a different one, a more
Yeah.
original one that most people wouldn't say.
So you'd want to sit like right behind the Maple Leafs goalie as that's happening. And
Oh, yeah.
wouldn't it be cool to know it's coming?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That would be awesome. Yeah. To jump up and celebrate before everyone else.
You'd be elbowing fans. Hey, you want to pay attention to this?
Yeah.
Something cool's going to happen. Do you go to a lot of Bruins games?
No, not really. I'm quite busy.
Yeah.
So
Someday.
yeah,
Right? Someday.
Yeah, I
He's
try
got
and
2
make-
kids at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are your kids?
5 and 2.
Ooh, they're little.
Yes, you are very
You're
busy.
very
Very
busy.
busy, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually go to maybe 2 or 3 a year. Try and make a playoff game if we can, but it's been difficult the last few years.
You got to wrangle those kids to get
Yeah.
them in the arena.
It's tough in the arena.
Yeah, there's so many people. That would scare me
Yeah, it does
as a
for
parent.
me as well.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know where your seats are, but ours are up really high.
Yeah.
Corey, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
We so appreciate you. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and DeBlois Electric for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat.
And I will say I